Hello, this is Olivier. Hello, sharpshooters. Well, Saturday evening, and I'm showing you my Renko chart. I mean, there is not that much to say this week because we had a very look at how Renko was. This is when it gets a bit choppy. But you can see that we had a buy here. Okay, that if you stayed probably up to here, but there was some waves in between, and now we've got a painful down. But you see how these spikes that you get on Euro are basically don't fool the Renko. So this is what I say when the range market is great. And but before, if you look here, you had some beautiful Renko trades, okay? And this is not, this is using some waves here also. But the main thing is you have these big trades that really make up for all these little trades. But in between, of course, we have the range module, okay? So here it is. So let me show you. Now, I've seen quite a few people go on about Bollinger Bands and things like that and think this is very easy. This has nothing to do, well, it's inspired by Bollinger Bands, but the whole thing is Bollinger has different ways of coming in, and then my observations over 30 years of trading are not the same. I don't. He has the three or four ways to come in, and that's not the way I come in. So, and also, as I said on the MT5 Tachyon, which is my most advanced product now, you have this self-optimization. Now, what's optimizing here? Let's get this clear. We're optimizing everything. We're optimizing an MA, okay, which is curve fitted. We're optimizing oversold and overbought positions. We got two filters, okay, making sure you don't have contrarian positions. So this is a very sophisticated bot, which took about 11 versions to make. And there's about 20 ways to enter, about 20, a few ways to exit, and you can turn it into a scalper if you want and take five points. There are various iterations of this, which I will give to clients who want it, who have bought into my club. But the main thing is, let's get this clear. We are optimizing here. What this is doing a back test and a forward test using part of the back data. And you can see what's happening. It's saying best parameters for now. Okay, we have a band of 10 and 2, which is, strangely enough, what some other chat room is talking about right now. But that's, that's not the final optimization. I mean, this changes. I optimize every hour. So here, so far, the optimization is still going on. It's going to do about 3,000 bars. And what it's found is, with the forward optimization, and it's also the combination of ATR stops, which makes this unique. That was a discovery I made. Combine, the Bell distribution curve. Okay, I've talked about this. These points here are not the same as Bollinger Bands because Bollinger only considers the top 20%. I'm looking for the 3 or 4% on top. I'm really going way out on the, if you look up bell curve, you'll see two little tails. And you want to be on these extremes during the day. So those are the best possible entries I've ever found. The entries are superb. Okay? The exits, I mean, you can go on your iPhone and exit, I had somebody show me a screen with about 200, 300 euros of profit and saying, your robot's not working. I said, what do you mean my robot's not working? You've got 200 or 300. He said, well, it's not taking profits. Now, okay, the robot will do absolutely its best. I can't explain here because I get copied so often. How it comes out, I mean, it can be turned into a scalper. You can take 5 points if you want. But there are various ways to make these trades longer. That's why it's difficult for me to put my trades up, because then everybody copies them. All right, and look at this chat room right now, just talking about exactly my system. And please, try to make. I believe in capital. This is capitalism. This is a market. It's everybody for themselves. It's not like a group of people trying to make an indicator. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's communism. It hasn't worked. I mean, everybody, my first EA, I did that, and I got feedback from so many people that my Renko got so mixed up. Everybody was giving different iterations and all that. After a while, you have to be, autocratic and say, no, this is the way I trade, and this is the way it's going to be. Okay, now I've optimized here, and I got exactly what this chat room's talking about right now. A 10 band and a 2 deviation. Okay. That's just coincidence. It's 15 minutes on Euro, so everyone's different. I mean, you go on 5 minutes Euro, it's a different one. On 1 hour Euro, on other secret time frames I'm using, it's different. Okay, so keep this in mind. And now I want to announce this is a bit. I don't know if I should do this, but I will. I'm going to put below an invitation, a link to my new chat room where you can actually chat with me. If you're polite and don't troll me, you are welcome. So this is basically, we want to be positive here. This is where you talk about the robot, but it's the way it is. I'm not going to change anything because it's been the same system for about 10 years. So, don't try and change things because there is no better system for me. And obviously, by the number of people that think they can copy this for free, well, good luck with the self-optimization, hey? Good luck. So anyway, I'm going to put a link to this chat room, see how it goes. I just started a couple of days ago. There's already quite a few people interested. So don't be fooled by the title. It says a gaming room, but it's actually quite mainly traders in there. So it's quite interesting. I have my own server. This is my own. This is based only on my robot, and so, you can ask questions and you can contact me directly there. We'll see how it goes. Because that in the past was very friendly. It was great, back and forth, but then it became the object of something else. But we have new tools now. I'll know who you are anyway, so don't try and fool me, because I can see your IPs. Okay, see you later. Well, not see you later. I'm going to show you something else. What I wanted to show you, those people who think that fixed non-optimized, this is a Bollinger. Bollinger's 20 and 2. There's no optimization, okay? It's 20 and 2. And you find that it's overbroke. They'll get your stops at 20 and 2, okay? They'll get your stops because everybody... And Bollinger is basically a breakout method. And the best way to use Bollinger is when the band's narrow. So when bands are big, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need my project. And here, just to show you that it's different, here you have a band period, and this is every hour because this is 5 minutes. Okay, this adapts to the market. So you got a band period of 30 and 2.25 deviation. Step of 5, that's if you want to put multiple orders. This is not a grid system, but you can put 3 or 4 orders and they're the same. Okay, it's not a martingale. It's not. It can be a grid because, but basically the filter has to agree. Everything has to agree. So the orders are not just automatic. It calculates an automatic step. I use ATR stops. Here it's calculated that the ATR stop will be 20 and 3, so the stops constantly change. And it has move up, break even, okay? And lots of secret features. And 2 filters that make sure that you don't do a really contrarian trade. Okay, so, I mean, you can use a lot of time frames. I'm revealing a lot more, but there is, I'm talking about Euro now because now I've moved on to some other time frames. So I can talk about Euro. But Euro's, and I also have something I should show you. This is my Find Best neural system. You can see that right now it ranks. We've got a sports car rally going on here. It ranks the it does basically a simulation and ranks the time frames and the pairs you should be using. So you can see that come first today is time frame 60, which for Euro, that's 1 hour, and the bands are 25, 2.75, etc., etc. So what I do is run the find best, which I will distribute to clients. It's kind of a neural system, but it basically simulates my self-optimization. So this is a good way to backtest and forward test. And here it doesn't do any trades, obviously, it just simulates. So here basically it's going to test you enter here every pair, that major pair or whatever you want to put, even indexes and even the DAX and the Dow Jones. The system works on the Dow Jones, by the way, secret. In fact, I originally developed it for the Dow Jones, but I found that it works much better in currencies. So anyway, here it's running a self-opt. Okay, so those guys who think it's really easy, oh yeah, it's Bollinger Band and it's let's do something when it's 20 and it's 2. It doesn't work like that, and that's my discovery. That's what makes it different. Combination of this self-optimization, which, by the way, I did a neural system, cost me a fortune, and it didn't work. It went back to self-opt. So the self-opt is amazing. I'm the only one that can do that. You know, it uses a tester, it uses all sorts of things. It uses real data. It uses real data because it replaces it puts in memory your real data from your broker. So it can be, you can get different trades by different brokers, but best ones are ECN, obviously. So I'm going to leave it at that. It's 11 minutes, and please join. You've got a permanent link down the bottom to invite to my new chat room, and I hope a lot of you join, and I hope you have very positive comments because we want to be positive here. As I said, this is not communism. This is capitalism. You're fighting the banks. You're fighting hedge funds. You're fighting everybody. So funny. Sad thing is I lost most of my relationships because of trading. So that's how much I've given to the business. I mean, I was married for 10 years to a beautiful American wife, and I was very stressed at my job in the city, and our marriage suffered. I was traveling a lot, I was never home, etc., etc. So that was gone. And then I had a relationship with a Russian girl, actually, for about 10 years. And, I was trading from home, and it's difficult. And so that went down the tube. So now I'm just, my only relationship is the stock market and developing this robot, which I've been doing for 10 years. So I can have automatic entries. And, it's getting, it's getting there, but I still do some of my own trading, which is unfortunate because my manual trading has been going down while my robot is basically my rules, my system, and that's been going up. So, but you can't always, it has about 80% success rate, win rate, but, it gets drawdowns once in a while because the stops are large because they're ATR stops. So if you pick up volatility and get stopped out, it basically goes up in steps. So do not be afraid of that. But if you're following it every day, it's a little bit more difficult. But you can set it in a way, with my help, to make a certain amount every day. Okay? So nothing's guaranteed in this business, obviously, but that's the idea. So, I'm not trying to give something free here because I really work hard for it. And I follow you on WhatsApp and I talk to you. Nobody else does. You put a ticket and you wait 3 days and you get 3 phrases, or do that, do that, do that. So that's not the case with me. You can get me as soon as you become a member of the club. That's why it's, I try and limit things. And there's only so many people I can handle at a time. Once people get going, they call me a bit less. But in the beginning, that's fine. You call me anytime on the weekend. Look, Saturday I'm here. People can call me on WhatsApp. I'll answer because that's basically all I do. Right now, I'm trying to read the COT report and see what big banks are doing, things like that. Anyway, my time's up. I've lost relationships because of my trading. I work my butt off. So, no, there is no free lunch. Bye-bye.